The museum at the lowest place on Earth is a museum located at the Khor es Safi in Jordan. The museum is dedicated to displaying different historical artifacts and archaeological remains. In modern Jordan, the region southeast of the Dead Sea, between the Wadi al-Mujib and the Wadi Araba, is called the Southern Gower. It is comprised of a series of east-west running spring-fed river valleys, or gowers in Arabic. The area was formed by earth movements during millions of years, which created the Rift Valley, the Earth's greatest split. At about 400 meters below sea level, the Southern Gower are situated in the deepest place in this valley, making it the lowest place on Earth. Their relatively secluded location and the particularly hot climate make the Southern Gower a distinct region with its own environment and population. People have been living there for thousands of years and established some of the first agricultural villages, several of which developed into the earliest known organized cities. Important biblical and historic personalities inhabited the Southern Gower, along with many other ordinary people who worked hard to make the region wealthy with its special character. About 5,000 years ago, at the beginning of the early Bronze Age, there were so many people there that a more complex social organization was necessary. Many villages in the ancient Near East grew from their centers, with new houses built along streets all enclosed by defensive walls. Because the population increased, social rules needed to be more formalized through written law. Burial practices became ceremonial. 5 such cities existed in the Southern Gower and were mentioned as the cities of the plain in biblical and ancient texts. In the Old Testament of the Bible, Lot was the only good person in the sinful city of Sodom, one of the 5 cities of the plain. He and his family were saved from the destruction and escaped to the neighboring town of Zoar, where they lived in a nearby cave. Lot's wife, looking back in sympathy with the sinful people, was turned into a pillar of salt. The destruction of Lot's corrupt city is also mentioned in the Holy Quran, in which he is saved and veteraned as a prophet. Recently, in the Southern Gower, archaeological and geological evidence has been discovered, which some people believe is associated with the story of Lot. Between 1988 and 1996, staff of the British Museum conducted excavations at the site of Deir Ain Abata, near the southeastern shore of the Dead Sea in Jordan. The site is identified on the 6th century mosaic floor at Madaba in central Jordan as the sanctuary of Saint Lot. 3 archaeological fragments with Greek inscriptions alluding to Lot were also found on the site. Literary and archaeological evidence suggests that it was a pilgrimage site, based around a natural cave that was believed to have been where Lot took refuge with his daughters after the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. The excavations revealed an early Byzantine monastery complex with a church built over the cave. The church was adorned with 6 mosaic pavements, dated by inscriptions to the years around 600 AD, the latest dating from the Islamic conquest of the area. Beside the church were refectory and pilgrim hostel to the north and large reservoir to the south. Several hermits' dwellings were also found on the mountain slope above the monastery. During the Ayyubid Mamluk period in 12th to 15th centuries, sugar production was very important in the Dead Sea region, where dozens of tawahin as-sukar, which is Arabic for sugar mills, were built near towns with good freshwater sources. These were part of the industrial complexes, which included sugarcane plantations, milling and refining sugar by crushing then boiling in cauldrons. 3 such factories are found in the Southern Gower: Al-Mazra as-Safi and FIFA. The one at Safeh has 3 mills and is the largest. Adjacent is Hirbat ash-Shaykh Issa, the medieval market of Zukhar or Segor, where sugar was sold for export, and gave its name to the product. The idea of a museum at the lowest place on Earth was originated by the Department of Antiquities and Dr. Konstantinos Politis in 1996 while directing the archaeological excavations of the sanctuary of Lot at Deir Ain Abata. Many important new finds from this and other sites in the Southern Gower created an opportunity to attract and promote an awareness of the importance of the place. The site was proclaimed a holy place in 1995 by the late King Hussein and protected under the ministries of Al-Quaf and Tourism and Antiquities. In addition to its historic significance, its location 300 meters below sea level made it an ideal site for a museum. A preliminary design was made in August 1998 by Italian architects Giorgio Ugolini and Giacomo Gabrieli. In 1999, the Arab Potash Company supported the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities to commission Jordanian architect George Hakim to make a final design of the museum. The Hellenic Society for Near Eastern Studies then designed the exhibition and interpretation of the museum. In 2004, the government of Jordan financed the construction. In 2006, then the museum building was completed, and in 2007, the Ministry of Tourism and Antiquities of Jordan contacted the Hellenic Society of Near Eastern Studies to complete the design of some of the museum's exhibits. The museum was inaugurated in 2012. The museum contains collections of Bronze Age ceramics and Byzantine monastery mosaics. The museum contains Greco-Roman vestments, which were discovered at the Kirbat Kaisun. The museum also has Christian tombstones from Zoara. In addition, the museum contains a complete pavement mosaic from the Lot Sanctuary site. It also contains a laboratory for the restoration of antiquity. The antiquities that will mainly be restored are ancient mosaics. In addition, the museum contains 5,000-year-old pottery dating back to the Bronze Age. I hope that you enjoyed the tour of the museum and learned a little bit about the history of Jordan. We have a few videos of us visiting Petra, the Dead Sea, and Wadi Rum, which you can check from the playlist in the description. Feel free to like and subscribe for our future adventures around the world.